The next question we are going to learn is Vous parlez français? Vous parlez français? It means you speak French. Vous parlez français? So the question is, you speak French. Do you speak French? So this is a conversation where they use this question. Excusez-moi, excuse me. Vous parlez français? You speak French? So for this question, your answer will be either yes, I speak French, or no, I do not speak French. Vous parlez français? So one person is asking the other person, do you speak French? So that person says, non, non, je ne parle pas français. I do not speak French. So this person replies, moi, je parle français. Moi is me. Me, I speak French. Je parle français. And if you notice, the difference here is to make this sentence negative, to say from I speak French, to change it to I do not speak French, you have to just take the vowel, add ne before it and pas after it. So adding ne before the vowel and pas after the vowel makes it a negative sentence. So now if anyone asks, vous parlez français? You will say either oui. For yes, you say oui. Oui, je parle français. Yes, I speak French. If not, you say non. Non. Non, je ne parle pas français. I do not speak French. So now we have learned this question, vous parlez français, and we also know how to answer that question in both the positive form and in the negative form. So now if you look at this question, we have the verb parler. So this verb will change depending upon the subject of the sentence. For that, let us recall the conjugation of this verb parler. We have already learnt the conjugation in the basic French. This is just a recap. So if you remember, the infinitive of this verb is parler. It means to speak. It is an ER verb. So you know the rules. For an ER verb, remove E and add the appropriate endings. So if it's je, it is je parle. We add E. Tu parles. Tu parles. You speak. Il parle. He speaks. Elle parle. She speaks. Nous parlons. We speak. Vous parlez. You speak. Il parle. They speak. And elles parlent. They speak. So, I hope you remember this conjugation, and we can use this in this question. So, vous parlez français, because it is vous, we conjugate it like this. You speak French. So now let us try to ask this question in different situations. So if you are asking a group of people, do you speak French? You say, vous parlez français. Then if you want to ask, does he speak French? So what is the subject for he? It is il speak, parler. For il, the conjugation is parle and français. So he speaks French. So if you add a question mark here, this becomes a question. Does he speak French? So what can be the two possible answers for this question? It can be either yes or no. So if it is yes, if he speaks French, what would you say? You would say oui. Yes, he speaks French. Il parle français. Yes, he speaks French. If your answer is no, it would be no, he doesn't speak French. So to make this a negative sentence, I told you, you must add ne before the verb and pas after the verb. Il ne parle pas français. He doesn't speak French. So now we have learned this question and we know how to respond to this question. You only have to know the conjugation of the verb used and you have to conjugate it based on the subject we have used in that particular sentence. Now here is the next conversation. So let us read this conversation. La serveuse. It is a waitress. Et voici un café. And here a coffee. Un café. A coffee. So Luigi says merci. Do you remember what merci means? It means thank you. Merci. Vous êtes belge? Vous êtes belge? He is asking, you are from Belgium. Vous êtes belge? So she replies, non, non, je suis allemand. Je suis allemand. So this means she is from Germany. She is a German. Je suis allemand. So Luigi says, vous parlez bien français. So you must have understood this sentence. You speak French well. So you speak good French. He is complimenting her. So la serveuse, she says, merci, thank you. Et vous, and you, vous êtes français. You are French. You are from France. So he replies, non, italien. Non, italien. So it is a conversation between a waitress and a person named Luigi. So she gives him his coffee. Et voici un café. So he asks, vous êtes belge? And she says, non, je suis allemand. So he says, vous parlez bien français. You speak French well. So she says, thank you, merci. Et vous, vous êtes français? Non, italien. So now in this sentence we see that there are these words used. So these words indicate the nationality of the person, from where the person comes from. So we are going to learn about these different nationalities and how to use those words in the next session. Moving on to the next topic, les nationalités, the nationality of the person. So now this also changes depending upon the subject, that is whether it is masculine or feminine. So whether it is masculine, he is, or feminine, she is. So français, français means from France. So in the masculine it is spelled this way, and for the feminine form we add an E at the end, français. Next, chinois. This means Chinese. So for the masculine it is spelled this way, and for the feminine form we add an E. So similarly, Espanol, it means Spanish, from Spain. Similar to that, for feminine form we add E. Allemande. Allemande. It means German. For the feminine form, we add an E. Mexican. Mexican. We add an E for the feminine form. The last one, however, is slightly different. Belge. It means from Belgium. It is the same for the masculine and the feminine form. So now we know the masculine and feminine forms of some nationalities. So there are many more which we will be learning subsequently, but these are just 6 nationalities, the masculine and the feminine form. So now to form a sentence which says your nationality, you need the subject, the verb and the nationality. We know this. So now moving on to the verb. The verb we use here is être. Être means to be. I hope you remember the conjugation of this verb. We have learnt it in our beginners classes. So this was one of the first verbs we learnt. So if you want to say your nationality, you begin with je suis. Je suis, and you say your nationality. For tu, it is tu es. You are. And as we already know, he is, il est, and she is, elle est. So we know how to use this verb, we know the subject, and we know the nationality. So I'm sure you'll be able to form some basic sentences. So do try to make more sentences on your own.